Over the course of the past couple days, we've all been trying to process the latest Epstein files drop, knowing that, come Monday morning, we'll all have to go back to work. Or, at the very least, go back to scrolling with despair through Indeed.com. We've learnt that the late suicide victim was a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's Rule 34 content. We've learnt that he was banned from Xbox Live for harassment. We've learnt that Moot launched Poll a day after meeting this guy. We've heard him pleading the fifth for 3 straight hours and explaining A-level economics to Steve Bannon. We've learnt that, like all boomers, he was incapable of crafting a single email without a slew of typos. We've learnt that the director of Melania Trump's new film was a friend. We've learnt that Elon is a total Redditor. We've learnt that Bill Gates is riddled with venereal disease. And, of course, we've seen the former Prince Andrew, drenched in sweat, apparently playing some kind of game of Twister with a young female. We are all coming to terms with the fact that our world is run by a cabal of extremely sinister and indeed cringe figures. How are we to adjust to this fact? Well, dear listener, I have an answer. Whilst everyone has been focusing on who is in the files, it doesn't seem that anyone has been paying attention to who isn't in them. You see, although it may seem that every major world leader has been to Little St. James, or flown on the Lolita Express, or at the very least engaged in correspondence with the disgraced financier, there is in fact one leader, one great man, who has not. And this man is none other than our very own Sir Keir Starmer. I have been in touch with several high-level contacts who have revealed to me that our great leader is covertly managing a fight against these demonic, eyes-wide-shut-ass elites, and that an event known to Sir Starmer's team of nonce hunters as The Storm is on the horizon. When this day of reckoning comes, after Sir Starmer's re-election in 2029, the International Globalist Network and the various deep states around the world will be disbanded, their members brought to justice, and the dignity of Italian-American cuisine will be restored. I cannot disclose anything further, but rest assured, dear listener, that there is hope yet in the world. Amen.
It's been quite the weekend of files getting dropped.
It's been so weird. It's just getting so weird. I can't handle it. I'm losing my fucking mind.
So have you been have you been like actually looking at the files directly, or how have you been getting all this information?
I've been that. I verified that I was over 18 on the what was it, the FBI website, and then
and you could look at them. Oh, that's sick.
Had a browse. I've also spent a lot of time on r/Epstein, which it's probably not a good way to handle it, but I kind of like seeing hysteria building up.
I think that's the best way to handle it, to be honest.
In the past 48 hours, so it's Sunday now, so since Friday, all I have eaten has been pasta.
Yeah.
And all I've been doing really is either looking into this Epstein stuff, and I mean I watched his whole 3-hour deposition video.
Wow.
I also watched a whole hour and a half of him being interviewed by Steve Bannon. And the only other thing I've done for some respite is spent about 4 hours last night playing Silent Hill 2, which
excellent choice
has not added to my mental stability at all.
No, of all the games to choose to like make you feel better, Silent Hill is not one I'd go to.
Oh, it's such a good game though.
It is very good. It's spooky shit.
It's really spooky, and it's got this like this oppressive feeling of sadness like permeating through the whole game. It really gets to you after a while.
Like
and
a
you're
game
like,
about mental health, like aching, crippling mental health disorders. Well, I think this will cheer me up. This will get me feeling good.
Yeah.
Good after all this.
I've never been good at managing my emotions, so I just kind of like when I'm feeling like a negative emotion, I'm like, I need to put on some negative music and whatever and really channel this. And then like after a week, I'm like, I'm unhappy. Why?
how could this be? What could have done this? I did have a look through a couple of them, and I have to say, if I didn't know who Jeffrey Epstein was, and he someone said, check this guy out, and he sent me an email, I'd be friends with him up until I read the email and saw just how atrociously written they are. It is like a child has written them, and he probably outsourced it to one of the kids on the island, to be honest.
Yeah, probably.
But like, oh my god, it's so bad. I couldn't stand it. It's an absolute disgrace.
There's like double spaces, full stops after spaces, no spaces after full stops.
Everything's typos.
Capitalization's all wrong.
One of the emails, there was not a word spelt correctly.
Listen, I'm unemployed. The amount of effort I put into writing my fucking emails to apply for a job, and it's like, or just the amount of effort I put into any email, because I don't want to look like an idiot. And this guy, his whole job was charming people and convincing them that he was smart. So why? I don't get it.
I guess once you have the island of, like, hebephilia on the go, you don't really need to charm that many people. You just get the pedos in.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I mean, it's like, what's the expression where you're, like, drawing things into... It's like flies to honey or something.
Yeah, exactly. You can bring the former Prince Andrew to water, but you can make him drink if the water is made out of underage girls. I think that's the expression.
Yeah. No, what's really crazy though, the thing that's hit me the hardest is hearing his voice, because I'd never really heard his voice before properly.
That's a good point. I don't think I've really heard what Jeffrey Epstein sounds like.
So based on how he looks, and also probably, my perception is probably skewed by all the crimes and everything, but I was expecting him to have quite a deep, probably authoritative, maybe slightly intimidating voice.
Yeah, like with that subtle,
but somewhat suave
creepiness.
As well.
Yeah, like a cool criminal.
Because he's persuasive and he's charmed all these people. Yeah, like the villain in a James Bond film or something like that.
Yeah,
but he just sounds like Woody Allen. I'm not kidding. It's like I watched this deposition video of him. I think it was from like 2012 or so. So after his first conviction. But I think he was just constantly being investigated or whatever. And he doesn't answer any questions really. Like he just pleads the fifth every time. Yeah. And it's like, and it's 3 hours of that. I have no idea why I watched it, because it would be the guy's just like, Mr. Epstein, when did you discover that you were addicted to underage children? And he's like, in light of the reputation of your law firm, I am going to plead my 5th, 4th, and 16th Amendment rights. It's like, how does he sound like that? It's completely ruined the mystique for me. It's just a guy from New York. It's just Woody Allen. I mean, I guess that fits the bill. He seems more like a regular nonce now, I guess. Yeah. It's like, oh, yeah, okay.
It's like the opposite thing, right? When you just hear someone's voice and you see their face and you're like, oh. That's kind of ruined it for me.
Yeah, so it's been fucking weird. I mean,
the Elon emails were very funny. I saw the emails Elon sent where he's like, please can I come? And everyone's like, we decided to blow up the entire island actually, right as you messaged. So
and he's like, when is the most epic party gonna be? Or something.
Yeah. This was real Reddit shit. Yeah. And even they didn't want to hang out with him.
Yeah, but that's crazy as well. I wonder why they didn't. He's going to take that and be like, look, they didn't want to hang out with me. They knew that I wasn't a pedophile. But it's like, come on, man. Yeah, you knew that they were pedophiles and you were begging to go to their island. So
he made it explicitly sound like he wanted to go for the pedophile aspect as well. That email was really weird. He's like, I'll bring 5 hot chicks with me.
Yeah.
I swear he says something really weird like that.
Yeah.
He says he's bringing some hot stuff with him or something like that. I'm almost certain.
Something that's like, if you were just going to bring grown women, you would say, I'm going to bring some ladies or something. Yeah. You wouldn't use like a euphemism or whatever, because there's nothing wrong with doing that.
Do you remember when everyone thought that Barack Obama was fucking little boys because he kept asking for hot dogs? That was a big Alex Jones. Alex Jones got really into this because he was like, I've read through all the files, and Barack Obama always asks for hot dogs, man. He's always asked. Do you know what that is? It's a code for little boys. He's like, this. Look at this day. He ordered 700 hot dogs to the White House. You know what that is? He's fucking kids, man.
700 boys.
It's like 700 hot dogs. It's like, I think he might have actually just ordered 700 hot dogs, Alex Jones.
Well, what these emails reveal, what these emails reveal, contra Pizzagate, is that these people actually don't use code words. They are just like there's one email where there's one email where Epstein's like what does he say? He's like I really enjoyed the torture video or something like that. He's like, thanks for the snuff film.
Once you read them, it's like these people did not give a fuck.
No.
And this is the thing, it's like once you know that he's gone to prison, once he's been charged with being a nonce, that's when you stop being his mate, right? Because you can legally, you can like reasonably say, I didn't know. Now I'm not his friend. Yeah. Now everyone knows. But then you see the emails and they're like, yeah, just fucked a child. Pretty good time.
Another day in the life of a paedophile. Woke up this morning.
So Mrs. Bill Gates broke up with him, divorced him over the Epstein stuff, didn't she?
Probably. I don't really remember.
Because that was only about a year and a half ago that happened, I think. And it was, and she said it's because of his connections with Jeffrey Epstein.
Is that what she said? I remember when they got divorced.
That was the reason.
That's crazy, but
I didn't realise it was about that. But
well, he so one of the things Epstein claims in his he wrote this long diatribe email to Bill Gates, saying like, how could you betray me, and like all this kind of stuff. And then he starts talking about how Bill Gates asked him to get him like antibiotics so he could spike Belinda's drink with antibiotics so he wouldn't give her like syphilis or whatever.
Some hideous disease, which he now denies. So I did check. So one of the reasons is because Bill Gates was hanging out with him after he got done for fucking a child.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, that's a bit weird. Yeah, seriously.
What was it that this guy had that made him worth hanging out with?
A lot of children.
Being convicted of paedophilia. Yeah, the only other explanation is that all these people were paedophiles as well.
Yes.
And that's not an accusation, Bill. No. Don't come after me.
Yeah, please.
Just a humble podcaster.
Let's just clarify this. So they weren't actual children, but they were under 18. They were like 16.
Well, we don't know because... No, we don't know, because there's a lot of different claims, there's a lot of different allegations, a lot of different leads that the FBI and whoever have been investigating, and a lot of them do talk about children much younger. I think Epstein has been, I might be wrong, but I think he's been convicted of raping kids as young as like 13. I might be wrong on that, but like a lot of them are like children. Children, and it's and the more the files drop, like the more worse shit seems to be coming to light, and it's getting to the point now where it's like, oh, this is like Jimmy Savile level stuff, basically.
I mean, it's industrial pedophilia. Yeah, at this point, basically.
Well, I guess it's like pedophilia on the scale of like
globalized.
It's like a boutique, like boutique elite,
bespoke,
like classy,
bespoke,
bespoke child management services, or whatever the fuck you call it, something like that.
They definitely would have a name for it like that. Because I don't believe that every rich person in the world likes to have sex with children, like 5-year-olds. That's just unlikely. Because either A, if you're a paedophile, you're way more likely to be super rich. I don't think that's likely. Because it's just too convenient. But if they're all like 16, I think when you have that much money, you don't care. 14, 15, they're not young enough that it's outwardly weird. other than the fact that it's weird.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
saying
weird
it
to
isn't
any
weird.
normal person.
Right. But if you're in this
group,
party, this elite party where everyone's fucking people who could conceivably look somewhat mature, I don't know how to phrase it, then you'd go and do it. Yeah, they're not like, you don't walk into a party of 7-year-olds and think, fuck, I'm horny, unless you're a paedophile, which given how many people are involved in this, they're not all paedophiles. Well, they are, but not in that sense, not literal children. But if they're all of like 13 to 17, bam.
Yeah. Well, what I think it is there are pedophiles everywhere, which is one of the disturbing things I've realised growing up.
Because people are weird.
It's actually very common.
People are fucking weird.
Yeah. But I think the difference is, if you're very rich, you can get away with it for a long time.
And you have the means to do it.
Exactly. Yeah, you can facilitate the whole thing. Because you've got friends like Jeffrey Epstein.
See, whatever you're into, you're going to know someone who happens to sell drugs, right? You're going to know someone who sells women, and you're going to know someone who sells children.
Yeah. So what it is really is, this is about class war. The working class pedophiles are being exploited.
They're not being allowed
by
because of all of the capital of children has been taken and is being hoarded.
It's been concentrated by the 1%.
We need to redistribute the supply of children.
Do you think there's like a socialist pedophile advocacy group who like that's their way of arguing? It's like they're angry about the Epstein files, but for completely different reasons than everyone else.
It's the NAMBLA Union, man. The North American Man Boy Love Association's come back.
Yeah,
they're like, we have no more kids.
Communist law.
Yeah. The trade union of kiddie fuckers. It's like, you guys have to stop hoarding. We don't have any work now. Because all of these rich millionaires are doing our jobs for us, and we're not having it.
Because the means of paedophilia have been appropriated by the bourgeoisie.
Yeah. Kiddie Marx is going to come and write a great thesis about this and inspire noncery around the world. So So what are the other ones? So Jeffrey Epstein was banned off Xbox Live.
Yeah,
for calling someone an M-word or something, presumably.
Probably that. I think he was quite racist as well. So
undoubtedly,
ties in. It's another one for the roster of bad things about him.
I mean, up until now, I was 50-50, but now I hear he's a racist. I'm really not on board.
Yeah.
What were the other ones he said in the monologue? I'm trying to remember.
5 Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, what is this about?
Porn.
Holy shit!
I think he had a bunch of it. He was like really into it. He had like all these. He was browsing 4chan, like Jack gooning to 5 Nights at Freddy Rule 34 porn.
Holy fuck! What a Chad. I'm swinging back now. I'm liking him more and more.
Yeah, and then the weird thing. One of the things I was only looking into like today was Moot, the guy who founded 4chan.
4chan, yeah.
Yeah, so he's on the Epstein emails.
Right.
Or he's talked about. I don't know if his emails are actually on there, but let me find. It's really weird, actually. I took some screenshots because this
Moot is the most 4chan looking person ever, as well.
Oh yeah, he's like the
if
king.
Someone was going to create 4chan, it was going to be Moot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was it? The emails go. Yeah. Sure, I will be there as well. This is a guy called Boris Nikolic. Wait. Oh yeah. So this is from Jeffrey. Yeah. So this guy Boris Nikolic, I don't know who that is, said, "How did you like Moot? He is very sensitive, so be gentle." And then Jeffrey Epstein responds, "I liked Moot a lot. I drove him home. He is very bright." He drove him home.
Wow.
Right? And then this.
Boris Nikolic, as in Nikolic with the apostrophe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a Serbian fashion designer. He died in 2008. He must have been.
Oh, this must be a different one then. There's probably a lot of Serbians called that.
Oh yeah, no, it is. Boris Nikolic, the fashion designer, is not the Boris Nikolic, Croatian medical doctor who was appointed an executor of paedophile Jeffrey Epstein's estate.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was Jeffrey's estate executor.
Mm-hmm.
Executive.
Do you know what's really crazy? Is so this email exchange was on the 24th of October 2011. And Poll,
yeah,
the infamous 4chan board, politically incorrect, was launched the day before, on October the 23rd. So a lot of the online lefties, they're saying that Poll was actually an Epstein like psyop, like an astroturfing thing, to create the modern alt-right. And to be fair, Epstein, good friends with Steve Bannon, who was famously like Trump's kind of media guy during his first run for the presidency. And he was like a major figure. You know, he like ran Breitbart, I think, after Andrew Breitbart himself died.
That's why his name rings a bell.
Yeah. But he was very good friends with Jeffrey Epstein all the way up until Epstein died. So that interview I was talking about where Steve Bannon interviews Jeffrey Epstein, that's from 2019. And that was part of like a rehabilitation documentary that Epstein was planning on. Well, he was trying to make to kind of put out into the public, where he would like
his public image.
Yeah, and present himself as like a financial wizard. He actually sounds like pretty dumb on the interview, I have to say. It's really odd.
His emails make him seem utterly retarded, but that could just be because he was a boomer.
Maybe. But it's like he's talking about like he's giving off this he's explaining to Steve Bannon like really basic, you know, like financial economics. He's explaining like how fractional banking works, you know, fractional reserve banking and stuff like that. And he's explaining it like with this pretentious kind of mystique. And it's like everyone knows about that. Like, this isn't, you know, you have to be pretty ignorant about the finance to not know about this stuff. And I was just thinking, like, what does this guy have? And the only answer is kids.
Undoubtedly.
So the only reason why all these people could be drawn to him is that he has kids, and that all these people are pedophiles.
I wonder how he got there in the first place. Was it just the kids? There must have been something that jump-started him. I think he just have some money and then just happened to loan it out to people and end up...
Okay, here's his story. He studied physics in New York, but he didn't get a degree. And then he became a teacher at a high school, I think, even though he shouldn't have been allowed to be a teacher there. Because he didn't even get his degree, so he shouldn't have been teaching. But he was. He got into trouble there for being a nonce. And then he started working. He somehow got a job at a place called Bear Stearns, I think, which was like one of the major banks, I think, that went under in the 2008 financial crisis. Yeah. And then he was never like, I don't think he was like, he might have started off as like a trader, like trading dividends or whatever, but he really was a wealth management guy, which is a different thing to being an active trader or whatever. Wealth managers are basically salesmen. Their job is to get clients and then hold on to clients where they've got them and build up a portfolio for the clients. But it's mostly about playing golf with people and like telling, you know, winning their trust and stuff. Being
friends, yeah.
But I think there's something missing in this whole case. Like there's something going on that's probably got to do with intelligence and stuff, because what he was basically doing was he was obviously a pedophile. Yeah. Everyone knows that.
You don't start a pedophile racketeering business unless you're interested.
No.
You don't become a drug dealer if you don't smoke a bit of weed.
Yeah, at least.
You know? Yeah.
But I think the only explanation I can speculate on is that there's some kind of intelligence service involved. They wanted to have a guy who could bring other people in and then get dirt on them. Right. And who's the best person to do that? A pedophile. Because they're, you know, because the other people trust him, because it's like, well, I've got dirt on you as well.
Yeah.
You know? But I imagine that's what it was all about. Now,
it's like a mutually assured destruction, isn't it? If everyone's a paedophile, one of you goes down. But the people who
are really in charge is not Epstein. It's whatever like organization is behind this. Now, I will say there is some speculation about Ghislaine Maxwell's father's connections with Mossad, and that's not like just bullshit. You know, if you go on his Wikipedia article, it talks about that, you know, and it doesn't say that it's been refuted or anything. So even from a fairly mainstream outlet, it's like that, you know.
If there is one intelligence agency that would have the 4D chess levels to orchestrate this, it would be Mossad. They are insane.
Yeah.
Like that when they planted those bombs in Tehran, like a year before the Hamas higher ups were due to be there, and managed to kill all of them. Like, whoa, that's crazy. So if anyone's going to plot this like paedophile mega ring and get dirt on every like high-powered person in the world,
but especially American. Think about this.
True.
What other country depends as much on the US to kind of maintain itself? It's Israel, and you know, if you've got dirt on like every American politician, every every American billionaire,
anyone with power, basically.
Yeah, you got them by the nuts. Like you can do whatever, and they can't change their mind. There's another interesting theory about all this actually, which is that I don't know. I haven't really looked into the names, and I don't know enough about American politics to be able to comment personally. But it's an interesting idea, which is the idea that a lot of the people on Trump's team these days are not people who would have been on his team in the past, i.e., like during his first run for president.
Yeah. There's loads of names I've never even heard of. Like I didn't even know about what's her name, the Gnome woman, Christy Gnome. Her name, I haven't recognised. And loads of.
But a lot of these people are in the Epstein files, or are mentioned. Are mentioned in the Epstein files at least. So one of the theories is that actually when Trump and his cronies started to sift through the files, they found all these people, and then they probably reached out to them and were like, look, come and join our team. I'll win the presidency, and then I'll protect you all, but you have to be part of my team. That's another theory, which is pretty crazy.
There's just so many unanswered questions. Although, did you see Trump's response to all this on the plane? Where he's
what? When was that?
I could have actually just been this morning, but he people are like, so what do you say about all this stuff that's come out? And he's like, Jeffrey was plotting my downfall. That's not who I'd call a friend. It's all nonsense. Obviously. See if I can find. I'll see if I can find.
That's such a dumb argument as well. It's like, we didn't actually like each other. We just, so it was just business. It's like, it doesn't negate the fact that you were still hanging out with this guy constantly, and you went on his plane multiple times, and he went on your plane one time.
He's talking about he's talking about some author called Michael Wolff, and he's saying that Michael Wolff was collaborating with Epstein to damage Trump's political standing. He says the radical left, Michael Wolff, was conspiring with Jeffrey Epstein to hurt Trump.
Michael Wolff was basically a guy who wrote a book called The Fire and the Fury, which came out maybe during the COVID years. I can't remember exactly, but it was a book all about Donald Trump, and it included a lot of like inside knowledge about what was going on in the White House during Trump's presidency. I think Michael Wolff spent I think he had 5 to 9 or so hours of interviews with Jeffrey Epstein before he died, obviously. So he talked to him a shit ton, and that's actually where a lot of the biographical info on Epstein comes from, I think. And a lot of the knowledge about a lot of his quotes and stuff come from those interviews that were done, I think, around 2018, 2019, just before he died.
Epstein. Trump has said he's going to sue Michael Wolff and Jeffrey Epstein's estate over this, apparently.
Well, I'm sure there's plenty of money in that estate.
There's probably an awful lot of money, and maybe some children. Who
are the beneficiaries to that estate, I wonder?
Yeah, you've got to. I assume people will be looking into this. I hear. What's this about? Lord Epstein sent money to Lord Mandelson to get his husband to do some shitty degree as well.
Yeah, I heard about
which apparently he didn't pay tax on.
Nice. Well, that's what people like Epstein are for, basically. Rich people hate tax, obviously.
Yeah.
Even the slightest amount of tax, because it's about their narcissism, and so they really don't want to pay tax. And then you get people like Epstein come along, and they're like, "Look, I know everyone, and I know all the code." It's not even about Epstein knowing how to avoid paying tax. It's about him knowing the right lawyers who can give advice or whatever.
Yeah.
But it is crazy. It's crazy that because his first conviction was in 2008.
Yeah, it's
that was ages ago. Yeah, and so all these people were hanging out with him well after his first conviction, where he pled guilty. So it's mind blowing. I don't understand it. I think Noam Chomsky is still the craziest one though. And Noam Chomsky responded like a while ago, and like years ago, probably in like 2020 or whenever, he responded because people started to notice, like, you were hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein. His response was, well, it's a principle of law that when someone's served their time, they've paid the price. And it's like,
all is forgiven.
Noam Chomsky saying that. Noam Chomsky, the guy who says that, like, you know, every US president should be in prison. Yeah. Like, whose whole career, basically, outside of his initial career as a linguist, has just been about morally condemning things. And he's like, well, you know, he served his time. It's like, not really. He got a light fucking sentence. The first conviction he had, he barely was in prison. He spent a lot of the time outside of the prison because he got like some special concession that would allow him to, because he had to do work, supposedly. So he would just like...
He definitely had to do something. Or someone.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Andrew spent a great deal of time with President Xi Jinping, according to an email written by Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh no, not Xi.
Oh no, not Xi. There's no way. I don't believe it.
That's my hero. That's like my main inspiration in my life is Xi Jinping.
Those photos of Andrew on the floor with that girl, where he looks just like... He looks awful. He looks really... He looks like a pork pie.
It's funny because he claimed in that legendary interview he did that he can't sweat. So as supposedly to refute, and then we've got a photo of him like drenched in sweat with a very small looking female who's like half his size who's on the floor lying like a doll, and he's on all fours over her, drenched in sweat, and he's like, no, I'm not a pedophile and I can't sweat. It's like,
oh my god,
like
dude,
all of that just shattered.
There's just so many people involved. It's insane. I'm just scrolling through the Times, and it's like the Latvian Prime Minister, the chief of the Los Angeles Olympics.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's just everyone.
It's absolutely insane. It's shattering people's worldviews, I feel like. I do think this is the single biggest scandal in history unfolding.
Absolutely.
Right before our eyes.
Insane. Elon is saying that it's legacy media lying, by the way.
Oh, of course, yeah.
He's posted a tweet where he's just got all the news articles saying Elon Musk is a sad fuck who couldn't even go to the fun pedo party. And he's just like, yeah, this is all lies. Yeah, legacy media lying as per usual.
Let's have a look at this.
Yeah, there you go. A little image for you there.
Oh, relentlessly.
Legacy media lying relentlessly, even though we can just read the emails that say, please let me come to the fuckfest. And
there's no recovering from this. There's no recovering from this. But the problem is, because everyone's involved, it's like, what are we going to do? We're just going to kill all the elites on Earth?
Yeah, I mean, who's left to, you know, who polices who with power can put these people down?
We need these people. We need billionaires to invest in our societies. You know, you can't have a society without them. It's just impossible. You can't scare them away or kill them or whatever. You know, it's, what can you do? It's a terrible situation. I mean, that is really the ultimate argument that Elon needs to pivot to. He's got to start saying, look, if we didn't have elite pedophile networks, then there would be no investment.
Yeah.
There would be no economies of scale. There has to be incentives for these people to invest and create jobs in our society. And this is the incentive.
The real issue is that the paedophilia was going on without the public's knowledge. So it should be fine, but we should hold the carrot.
Yeah, exactly. And then they can get into a big public debate with the socialist pedophiles we were talking about earlier.
Yes, who want to redistribute the carrot.
Yeah, you are concentrating wealth, if you know what I mean by wealth. And and that's
it's
inequality.
Yeah.
And what we need is to nationalize children.
Yeah. at the end of the day, listeners, it's your children that are being used. It's not Jeffrey Epstein's children. So we should take control.
Yeah. Take back our
This
children.
is what reform wants, is to take back our children. To use them as carrots. For...
Well, what is Nigel Farage going to say about this? That's what I want to know. Because he's like, obviously, good. He has tremendous admiration for Trump.
Yeah. He is Trump lights.
He's been quite sympathetic to Elon Musk at points, I think.
Yeah, because he's a grifter and only cares about what's popular in the US.
I bet he wished he got invited to the fucking island.
Yeah. If there's one person who's going to be annoyed that he wasn't there to sustain his grift, it's Nigel Farage.
Yeah. I wonder, is Russell Brand in the files? I feel like he should be.
Who's the guy in charge of Virgin?
Richard Branson.
Was it Richard Branson, I think, said no after he saw that Jeffrey Epstein got done?
I think
he was mates with him, but then he saw that he got done for fucking a child and then stopped hanging out with him.
He lives on an island as well.
Yeah, he probably didn't need it, you know.
Yeah. I think he lives in the Virgin Islands, actually.
That would work with his business.
I don't know why you'd call your company that.
No.
Why the fuck you call your Virgin Limited?
Virgin Atlantic. Oh, is that where you're taking them?
Incel Atlantic.
Oh yeah, the new Melania documentary. He's been done as well. Yeah. The guy who did the Rush Hour films. Yeah, it really is just everyone.
Is that the same guy? That's the guy who did Rush Hour?
I think so, yeah. Brett Ratner. Yeah, it's him. Oh no.
Has anyone in the UK gone to see the Melania
I don't even know if they're showing it over here. Let me check my local cinema to see if they're showing Melania. What's it called? Just Melania, I think, right?
I think it's just called Melania. Yeah, they've gone for like a one-word kind of Marvel.
This Marvel is part of the Donald Trump extended universe.
Yeah.
There's going to be one where they all come together. In fact, the one about the island is going to be where all these characters come together for their Avengers style.
Yeah. They all team up.
Yeah.
And like Donald Trump and Bill Clinton, like, you know how like enemies will become friends like towards the end of a Marvel kind of film?
Yeah.
That will happen. It'll be like, I never thought I would be raping a child with a Clinton. And then Bill Clinton's like, how about with a friend?
How about with a friend?
Yeah. It's the Lord of the Rings. What's the battle? The
Helm's Deep.
The Citadel. It's the Helm's Deep reference.
The Battle of Helm's Deep, yeah.
How about with a buddy?
How about with one of your chums? Hey, still only counts as one, just because she's on the fat side. I don't know what you're talking about. I've had to put in at least 3 children's worth of energy to fuck this pig.
Could you imagine? I mean, obviously, Sir Keir Starmer, as I talked about in the intro, didn't get invited. But could you imagine if he'd gone to the island? I mean, I don't think he would have been having it at all. I think he would have been.
There's a lot of children here. But he's not a very confrontational man. You know, he seems quite.
No man, he was a barrister. I feel like he can argue.
True. Yeah, he just seems a bit.
I thoroughly condemn the use of children on this island,
and I want to go home now.
Didn't it? You were telling me he's gone on a trip he went to China.
Yes, he popped to China for a couple of days. It's quite interesting, really, because Xi Jinping seemed pretty, still seems to care about the United Kingdom.
Well, of course, he's a good man. He would.
He's a good, honest man.
Real recognized real. Xi Jinping and Sir Keir Starmer, they're like, they really.
The only thing that came out of it is that British citizens will be able to go to China for 30 days without a visa. That's pretty much it.
Well, better start saving for this summer, bro, because I think I know where we're going.
We'll be recording in Beijing proper for our special.
Yeah. Yeah, the China arc.
They'll welcome us in with open arms. They'll say, the greatest podcasters of the United Kingdom, come, sit with us.
See our logo. They'll see our logo and be so confused. Like, why?
What the fuck are these white boys doing?
Do these? Yeah.
Can a white boy speak a little Mandarin? The thing is, right, that people are so predictable, because I went on the Times comments section and there was like a video of Keir Starmer asking Xi Jinping how to say shishi, say thank you. Yeah. And he says it wrong, and Xi Jinping tells him, and all the comments are like, this is disgraceful, how dare he ask the most powerful man in the world how to say thank you. The Chinese language is ancient and it's a disgrace. He's making such a mockery of the language by asking him how to say thank you. The plane ride is like 20 hours. Couldn't he have learnt the entire Chinese language on the way? It's just ridiculous. It's just so predictable. And then they're like, oh, he only went because his career is failing, so now he's trying to show himself all over the world as a great diplomat. So, oh my God.
It's like part of the job.
He's a prime minister.
You can't just not go to China. You can't just be
ignore
like, no, I'm doing
every
so
other
well
country.
domestically. I'm doing so well domestically. I don't need to do trade. I don't give a shit. You've got autarky going on here.
Yeah, that's it. We're reopening all the mines. Get the steel going back. We'll start building Panzer IVs.
I feel like no one in China would have felt that way about Keir Starmer asking him how to say "shishi."
No, they'd have been like, "Oh, you're amazing." Apparently, they loved it. They were trying to eat in a restaurant, and so many people kept coming up to him and trying to take photos of him. He started looking a bit annoyed by the end of it, because just so many people were coming up to him. They love him.
So many fans in China. Yeah,
I think they do have a bit of an Anglophilic touch to them.
Do you think?
I think because of that kind of shared imperial history that we have with the Chinese.
Yeah,
that's a nice way of putting it. I think they kind of feel like a pull, a gravity towards the United Kingdom. The Americans, I mean, what have they done for the Chinese?
Well, they got no culture.
They have no culture, so the Chinese won't care. The Second World War, they went over and made fun of them. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
I guess, we hurt our ties with China with the whole Opium War thing. But we did kill a lot of Japanese people in World War II. So maybe that kind
I think they probably respect the Opium Wars a little bit, They're like, this tiny country...
We got to learn from this.
Well, this tiny country managed to rule, 50% of the entire world. If there is one thing that modern China wants to do, is have the massive empire by taking over all of Africa and Greenland. So they're going to respect this country that managed to do it one day. And we had the Industrial Revolution. China would not be where it is today without insanely rapid industrialization.
Yeah, I feel like they don't get too hung up on their grievances. They do think how can we learn from?
It's
these people?
Yeah.
Let's figure out what they've got right and learn from it, and then we were shit,
beat them. And they beat us. We were shit, they beat us. That's how it works. Now we become good, and we show them what we can do.
And the whole reason Europe took over the world was because we imported gunpowder from China, basically.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we took what they had, made it really good, and then massacred half the world with it. And now they're going to do the same thing. They're going to take our technology, develop it into their own, and may hopefully not massacre half the world. But
I can't wait, man. I'm really looking forward to just going back into the Middle Ages. We got techno-feudalism. We got China is going to become the dominant world power like it was in the Middle Ages. Yeah. Maybe the Mongols will take over again.
The Mongolians will kick off.
They'll start a bunch of famines and stuff, spread the bubonic plague again.
Do a bit of raiding. The Great Firewall of China has been there for 25 years now. The Mongols, it's time to get in and raze it to the ground, buddy. That wall's been standing for far too long.
Do you know what happened in America is the Californians, the Silicon Valley tech guys, they'll take over all of the Americas. And then everyone in the Americas will just be doing ayahuasca the whole time, and they will just regress back into being Aztecs.
Native, yeah. We'll have Comanche tribes
wheels.
in the north. The square wheels, yeah.
I feel like the Aztecs must be the single most insane civilization ever.
It's amazing
they were
how much
cool.
they managed. As looking at it from like a really abstract sense, like this religious, insanely militarist nation that managed to subjugate all of Central America by just horrifying people with what they would get up to.
And they had square wheels.
With their square wheels and their freaky calendars.
They were just tripping the whole time. They were all just hallucinating non-stop. They're just licking
circles,
toads
man.
and shit.
That's so square. And someone was like, square.
Fuck.
Exactly.
I figured it out.
And square wheels work if your road is like diagonal shaped. So they were literally one invention away from it working.
They didn't have the fucked up roads to do it.
Yeah, their roads were too good. The fools.
You need steps on your roads.
I'm thinking of getting an Aztec death whistle because sometimes people really annoy me, and it would be quite funny to like trace their paths and sit in a wood and just make those horrible screaming noises.
What is a death whistle?
Have you not heard an Aztec death whistle before? Okay, let me send you a link. And you might have to... This will be a test of your editing skills. You might have to put this sound clip in here. So that the listeners can hear how hideous this thing is.
What did they use it for?
It was like a weapon of war, basically, to scare people on the other side.
Right.
It's a whistle that just sounds like the most awful, blood-curdling scream. It
looks pretty cool.
It does look very cool, yeah. And yeah, it just makes this awful noise.
My god!
I know, right? It's horrifying.
It really sounds like a person screaming.
Yeah, it just sounds like someone screaming their lungs out as they're about to have their heart ripped out through their chest.
See, they were clever people. They just misdirected all their resources and efforts towards just insane things because they were all tripping the entire time. That's my understanding of Aztec civilization. They were just all... I mean, you look at the sculptures and stuff.
They were really gothed out too. They were really into killing things.
Yeah, I remember seeing... you're there. I saw... When I was a kid, I went to a museum. It's probably the British Museum, and they had these Aztec slabs. I think they were Aztec, or maybe Incan. I don't know. Probably Aztec. But they were... One of them was showing a man, and he had a hole in his dick, and he had rope through the hole, and he was flossing the rope through his own dick as some kind of religious act.
Undoubtedly. I don't know why else you would do that.
I remember seeing that, and it really struck me. I was like, damn, these people were fucking crazy.
Cool.
Yeah, they're sick.
Hey, they're devoted. Yeah, that is pretty crazy. Have you seen, Chichen Itza, the big square pyramid?
Yes, yeah.
And there's this thing where, if you clap around it, the sound, reverberates off the square design and makes this, really bizarre-sounding echo. So as, a ritual sacrifice, just in, that noise, I don't know if you've heard it, when you clap in a really small space and it goes, ding, it's like that, but on a massive scale. So you can imagine with thousands of people making this noise, it would have just been... And everyone's tripping on mushrooms. That would be sick.
And ayahuasca and
the blood flowing down this pyramid. Yeah, licking some frogs and shit.
Yeah, they're just massacring people on top of the pyramid.
They would have fit in right in Europe, I tell you.
Yeah.
It's a shame we got over there so late and we had guns and horses. And they just
and a lot
could
of
not deal
diseases.
That didn't help.
They'd get a cold and then die.
Guns,
it was just
germs,
completely
and
alien to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, that's a book, isn't it?
It is, by Jared Diamond. Which was very popular around the sort of 2016...
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I think the sort of that kind of Gamergate era, everyone said that it was like a Nazi book because it was a history book about why Europeans were able to conquer the Americas so effectively.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, there are different people from the Europeans who live today because it was 500 years ago. So, this isn't really... And, also, they were Catholics. We're English. We had nothing to do with that. Yeah. We were doing bad shit in other parts of the world.
It took us some time, we were busy killing the French, which is laudable.
Yeah, and then each other.
Yeah, a lot of killing each other. Yeah, the French, then each other.
Yeah.
And then the rest of Europe.
Yeah. And then, yeah, pretty much the entire world.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of gave up.
Listen, if the entire world didn't want to be in the British Empire, they could have just, fought us. And many tried and many failed. So, rule Britannia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to
but not anymore.
Jingoism worshipping society. No, not anymore. We're just lame now.
Yeah, we are. But we got a great leader, I'll say that.
Yeah, for now.
I'm really...
He's not doing well in the old approval polls at the moment.
Well, yeah, but, that's... the public... People voted for Hitler, so...
This is true.
Fuck that. I'm contrarian, because I know that whatever's contrary is going to be right. Or at least you're going to be one step ahead. You're going to be one step ahead of the next dialectical twist in public discourse, When I was 16, I was reading Breitbart. And, now that I think those people are cringe, but they're mainstream now, You got those adverts for jeans with, what's her name?
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney, Oh, it's cool to be a Nazi now. It's like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
2016 was 10 years ago, guys.
Yeah,
it's not cool anymore.
Yes, which is why we're contrarian on this podcast. So we are big fans of Jeffrey Epstein. Because in a few years, when obviously all the billionaires can't be indicted because everyone was at the Epstein Island, and the mainstream media decides that Jeffrey Epstein was actually cool, we said it first. So
yeah, they're gonna make like a biopic, and they're gonna make him out to be like a rebel or whatever.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, and maybe that he did all this to expose the ultra left. That's what it's going to be. He's going to become a hero.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right, well, I think for some people he actually kind of is. Some people do. So. I mean, certainly some of the
pedophiles
bots,
certainly love him.
Well, yeah, he's like their
He
hero.
was in the pro league.
Yeah. He's like the I don't
Except
know
for getting caught.
He's like the Elvis of.
That's a quote for the ages. That one.
Yeah. I do have some updates on the podcast itself.
Yeah. Okay. I was just going to say, is there any other news we want to touch on before we conclude with podcast updates?
I'm going to be honest, man. I got completely sucked into the Epstein stuff, and I have no idea what else is going on. ICE are pulling out of Minneapolis because they keep shooting people for no reason. Well, that's something. Yeah. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, the Times, right? All this stuff has come out about bloody Jeffrey Epstein, and it's about the headlines are like BBC wants to start levying people who use the radio to use it for the license fees. Who gives a fuck, man? Yeah. Where is the headline about Jeffrey Epstein playing on Xbox? This is the thing. I feel like Elon's saying the legacy media, are lying or whatever. I feel like the legacy media aren't reporting enough on this, or certainly not saying enough. They're being like the BBC. I know it's because of legal stuff, but like the BBC, I saw there on YouTube they posted a video of the photos of Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, and it was like photos published that appear to show Andrew Mountbatten Windsor on all fours. Yeah, over a young woman. It's like, what do you mean? It could be AI. Who are you? Are you Immanuel Kant or someone? Like, it's just an appearance. Yeah, it's not but this is not a pipe. By the categories of the understanding. So. This is a photo of something that may or may not have happened. Yeah. Exclusive. Lucy Letby's parents. Netflix show is an invasion of privacy. Oh well, yeah. I mean, she only, undoubtedly. Well, I mean, she only murdered all those babies, so fair enough. But it's not her parents' fault, I guess. That's true. I had £21,000 of student debt. Why does my twin owe £40,000 more? Great. Inflation. 4 British deaths in 3 months. Cape Verde's nightmare outbreak. Of what? Don't know. Each tourist died after falling ill on the islands, where one hospital was likened to a war zone. Wow, and the picture of one of the women who died, very sad obviously, but she looks like the most I'm going on holiday to Cape Verde I've ever seen in my life. Really?
Yeah, I just sent you the picture.
Oh yeah. Yeah, what is she in the royal family or something?
Heart failure and gastroenteritis.
Sounds like food poisoning, but just really bad food poisoning that kills you.
Yeah, apparently loads of people have been suffering gastroenteritis, fractured bones, and heart failure. Okay, don't go to Cape Verde at the moment.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on it anyway.
Yeah, me neither, but you may die if you go there, so don't go.
Yeah.
In fact, if you don't like and subscribe, you will be forced to go to Cape Verde, which to some of you may sound good.
In Cape Verde.
Yeah, you'll wake up there and your bones will be broken and you'll have really bad diarrhea. So watch out. And obviously their healthcare isn't good enough to save you from that. So, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So watch out.
You'll end up in a war zone of a hospital.
Yeah, full of... where is it? Africa? Is it Spanish owned?
I have no idea. I couldn't even tell you where it is. Is it Portugal?
It's in West Africa.
Let's just throw more names out.
It's the Republic of Cabo Verde. Yeah, but who?
It's its own
Portuguese.
Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. It's one of the those colonies they've.
Yeah, on the Senate. Yeah,
onto.
Just off the coast of West Africa.
Mm-hmm. Give it to West Africa. You know.
Yeah.
Let them have it.
So we got some rich pedo buy it.
We got some podcast updates, some wonderful news. Yeah, so on our Substack, which I haven't really been keeping an eye on because I basically just use it as a place to publish it and then it automatically distributes to the other platforms. But we've had a few likes. Wow. And I have to say, we're really doing well with the bot community.
Oh, excellent. Have they sent in any questions?
Just likes, but we've had likes from, here are the names of the accounts. The Book, The Lesson, Daily Middle-earth Wisdom.
Excellent. I'm glad to be attracting the Third Age fans.
Yeah, Daily Middle-earth Wisdom, Wisdom's Path, and Daily Wisdom. So those are some likes we've had. It seems
that sounds like our demographic.
Substack, yeah. If you want to do well on Substack, put wisdom in the name of your account. It seems that is, that seems to be the key word. Yeah, yeah.
Can
Daily
you put tags on wisdom or something? Can you tag some weird shit that we can then use? I can hashtag bots.
I can put hashtag. Yeah, bots welcome here.
Hashtag humans or hashtag.
I like how we are becoming a nice little kind of playground within the dead internet.
Yeah, we're just attracting fucking robots.
Yeah, I'm bot maxing.
Yeah, but when they take over, they'll think God Worshipping Society was great.
Listen to this. Drawing on the continuity between Aristotle, Augustine, Aquinas, Tolkien, and others to gain insight from the past, thus unraveling our ambiguous world. I really like. There are people who look. I like.
Does that imply that Tolkien was real?
It's just like, I mean, it doesn't make any sense because it's all AI generated. But I just like. It's funny how there are people who think of Tolkien as like a philosopher rather than a fantasy novelist.
Yeah,
it's like,
and at times borderline eco-fascist. Yeah, if there's one thing he hated, it was industrialization. Yeah, have you read the books?
Only The Hobbit. I never actually got around to reading Lord of the Rings.
Because the Lord of the Rings ends, they go back to the Shire, and it's been turned into like a 1940s British town, and like there's a police force, and there's like factories making biscuits and stuff.
Is that how it ends?
Yeah.
What?
Because they have the vision of the Shire burning down, and then they go back, and it hasn't been burned down, but it's like been modernized.
It's been like gentrified.
Yeah,
there's like
and they hate it, and then
there's like elf hipsters who've moved there, and they're driving up all the prices.
It's just full of middle managers. Everyone's like factory owners and stuff have moved in. They hate it.
It's like an elf who's like, yeah, I work in recruitment.
Yeah. Yeah, I do a lot of stuff.
I'm in business development.
Yeah, I do. I got a business degree. Oh, cool.
I run a hedge fund. Yeah.
Mostly stocks and investing. I've got a lot of money on the third ring, which we hope to be found soon.
Yeah, so we're doing well with that kind of online community of LLMs. So if you're an LLM, feel free to tag along on this podcasting journey that we're on.
And if you are an LLM and you don't like and subscribe, your programmer will die in his sleep at some point.
Yeah. So please don't like and subscribe because there are way too many of those nerds around. These days.
So many.
It's just getting overwhelming. Oh, I'm coughing. I've been doing some cleaning in my house, and all the dust is fucked me up. Yeah, I can't stop coughing and sneezing.
Better stop cleaning. You've got to be podcast maxing.
Yeah, I'm not podcasting enough. What we got to do is we got to start just recording non-stop. It's like 9 to 5. Wake up,
24
have
hours.
Coffee, 24/7. Just become streamers.
Take my microphone streamers. To the toilet. Yeah, I'm just gonna mute while I take a shit.
Yeah, like whenever anyone's in your house and they try and talk to you or anything, just be like, "Shut up!"
Do you not have anything interesting to say? Come on, man. This is all about views. Are you gonna
contribute to the stream or not?
Or are you gonna go home?
Yeah. So I guess that's probably it for this week.
That brings us to time. Yeah, I think we've.
And I had to hop back on r/Epstein.
There's probably loads more posts now that you're missing out on.
Exactly. I can't leave that.
Before we go, I really want to just quickly check. I just want to go to r/Epstein and sort by controversial of all time.
Ooh.
Because I really hope there's some. Wow.
I don't think they really have mods on that subreddit, so it's
the top most controversial posts. Wait, submitted 52. Oh, past 24 hours. God, I was going to say. Well, the most controversial one in the past 24 hours. The Epstein files prove the entire world is controlled by a satanic hive mind death cult.
Yeah, I mean, that's one way of putting it. It's not far off, I guess.
People like Epstein and Diddy are high-level cabal handlers who organise... Oh, this is proper Pizzagate shit.
Yeah.
Someone just said, interesting take, and someone else just said, no. Thanks, Reddit.
It's crazy how Pizzagate wasn't that far off. That's the most insane thing about it. It's it wasn't just a few people. It was all of them. And, apart from Sir Keir Starmer. So shout outs to Keir Starmer, a virtuous man. Big up.
If he loses the next election and has to
he won't
go to doing media tours, we're more than happy to have an interview with him.
He's going to win by a landslide and then lock all the elites up. He's going to use his skills.
He's going to drain the swamp
as a barrister. Yeah, he's going to drain. Yeah,
he's going to drain the swamp.
If Keir Starmer does not win the next election, I am marching on number 10 Downing Street, and I am breaking in, and I'm going to wear a Native American headdress while I do it. That's what excellent. I'm going to fucking do.
Someone said I feel bad for Elon, and that's one of the most controversial posts as well.
Oh, poor Elon.
Poor Elon.
With his stacks of cash. Yeah. Well, all right then. Well, thank you for joining us this week, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, give us a like or a subscribe. Hopefully I'll have a job soon, and then I can start actually promoting the show. But until then,
we rely on you.
I'm on my unemployed shit, and that means just spending hours and hours reading about Jeffrey Epstein. So,
I look forward to next week when we talk probably more about the fucking Epstein files.
Yeah, when it gets even weirder. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right then. Respect.
See you all
Amen.
next week. Amen.